How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be taking a look at a leak that has been picking up a lot of traction lately, and it talks about the second DLC character that is soon going to be revealed for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. However, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because this guy does have all of this evidence, that does not mean that this leak is going to end up being true, so make sure you guys take it with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you'd like to read all my talk, you find a link to the original post in the description bar down below, and now with all of that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this leak came from. So guys, the leak that we are going to be taking a look at today was actually sent in to me by like 6 different people on my Discord server, so if you guys haven't already joined, I highly recommend you do so. As of now, we have over 2,800 members always talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and if you guys ever want to talk to me directly, there is the best place to do it. You can find a link to my Discord in both the description as well as the pinned comment. And now guys, the leak that we are going to be taking a look at today comes from 2 websites. The first one is from NintendoLife.com and the second one is GameRant.com. So if you guys want to leave, go ahead and do so now. Otherwise, we are going to start talking about the newest leak. So guys, like I said, the first article we are going to be taking a look at comes from NintendoLife.com and it is titled, Rumor, DLC Fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leaked on Japanese text board. It starts by saying, since the reveal, Joker from Persona 5 would be the first of 5 DLC fighters joining the cast in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, there's been much speculation about who the remaining 4 characters could be. According to a reported leak, originating on the Japanese text board 5 channel, one of these extra fighters is Erdrick from Square Enix's insanely popular and long-running Dragon Quest series. The character is depicted as a recurring legendary hero who wields a sword and is skilled with many other weapons. Here's the full translation from Persona Central. Erdrick. Stage is Alphalgard. Erdrick male and Erdrick female. 2 colors of Anlucia and the Dragon Quest VI hero. Slime appears on screen with a skill, achieved through an active collaboration on Square's side and to the benefit of overseas marketing for the Dragon Quest series. So, how did this rumor gain traction? On December 10th, the apparent leaker posted the below information on 5 channel, which also happened to reveal additional details about Joker's DLC fighter pack. Joker. The stage is Mementos. Jack Frost appears on screen with a skill. Marketing a Persona 5 complete version and Persona 5U fighting game, Persona 5R is 2019. Persona 5U is delayed because Arc is busy with the development of a Grand Blue fighting game. Exactly 5 days later, on December 15th, Cygames revealed Arc System Works was developing Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, scheduled to arrive in Japan next year. The leaker behind this information apparently has a bumpy track record. What do you make of this latest Smash DLC rumor? Tell us below. So now that we've gone over this entire post, let's go ahead and take a look at what GameRant has to say. So guys, like I said, this second post comes from GameRant.com and it is titled, Rumor, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate second DLC character leaks. It starts by saying, a second Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC character may have been leaked recently via an anonymous source on the Japanese message board 5 channel. Historically one of the least reliable sources for rumors, this specific 5 channel leak has just grown much more trustworthy after an entirely separate leak was confirmed early Saturday morning. However, before breaking the rumor down, here's the rumored second Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC character, Erdrick of Dragon Quest fame. On December 10th, an anonymous 5 channel poster claiming to have insider Super Smash Bros. Ultimate knowledge provided a list of upcoming announcements as their first notes reconfirmed the arrival of Persona 5's Joker as DLC for the game. Next was that Joker's map would be Mementos and would feature a Jack Frost appearance. The leaker goes on to say that Joker's inclusion is due to Atlas marketing 2 upcoming games, P5R and P5U, a Persona 5 Complete Edition for the Switch, and a new fighting game respectively. P5R is planned for 2019, while, and here's the important part, P5U has been delayed due to Arc System Works instead prioritizing a Grand Blue fighting game. Since nothing beyond Joker's announcement at the Game Awards 2018 is confirmed from these notes, it'd be easy to dismiss these rumors as falsehoods. However, on Saturday morning that changed as Arc System Works fighting game Granblue Fantasy Versus was announced for 2019, adding evidence that the 5-channel poster's leaks are potentially accurate. The 5-channel poster's second comment is where they leak Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's next DLC character. Here's the full comment for authenticity's sake, so we're not going to go over it again because we've already talked about it. As many might agree, Erdrick is one of, if not the most well-known character from the Dragon Quest franchise. The original 3 Dragon Quest games were known as Erdrick Trilogy, as they were mentioned heavily in the first titles, and then became the protagonist in the third. Erdrick is also mentioned heavily in Dragon Quest Builders, and likely in its upcoming sequel, Dragon Quest Builders 2 too. Perhaps Square Enix has future plans for more Erdrick-related releases as well. Suffice it to say, Erdrick makes a lot of sense as a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC character, especially considering Dragon Quest is one of Square Enix's largest franchises next to Final Fantasy. And since Final Fantasy is already featured in Smash Bros. With Cloud, Dragon Quest would be the next priority. Of course, this 5-channel leaker may have just been lucky and was listing assorted rumors in the hopes of some of them coming true. Of course, there's always a chance that plans change prior to announcement or release. In other words, it's best to continue considering these leaks as rumors until proven otherwise. So now that we've gone over both of these posts, let's talk about them a little bit. So guys, right away, as you can see, this leak is obviously very big. A bunch of very big websites like Nintendo Life and other sites like that have decided to talk about this leak, so it obviously does hold some credibility, or at least has sparked some people's imaginations. Now, in terms of the actual leak, what do I think about it? Well, first of all, the very first vibes that I'm getting are that this is Japan's version of Vergaben. It sounds like this leaker might actually have some credibility since he correctly predicted Joker. Now, the other stuff that he said about Joker, like the Jack Frost appearance and his stage mementos and stuff like that, we have no idea if this is actually true because we haven't seen his gameplay yet, we haven't seen his stage or anything else like that. Now, a lot of people at first just shrugged this leak off because all they did was predict Joker. However, they also predicted that Granblue Fantasy Versus was coming, and this is one of those things that I think was once again unpredictable. From my understanding of Granblue Fantasy, it seems as though it isn't a very popular series. At least I have not heard about Granblue Fantasy before we started talking about a possible Granblue character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And I'm about your average fan, so I feel like it's not extremely well known. However, this guy was able to predict that there would be a new Granblue Fantasy game, and he was also able to predict that one of the Persona games that they were developing for the Nintendo Switch was going to get pushed back because of it, and what do you know? That actually ended up happening, so it just seems like more and more this guy does actually have credibility. Next up, I want to talk about Vergaben a little bit. Now, I understand that I have said in the past that I truly do not believe that Vergaben does not have credibility anymore, but a new Dragon Quest character does fall in line exactly with what he said. Now, if you guys remember, a little while ago, I made a video about Vergaben's private DMs getting leaked. So, for those of you guys who don't know or didn't see the video, basically, Vergaben was private messaging this other leaker, and at one point, he listed out a bunch of characters from Square Enix that he has heard the names of, and the names that he had heard the most about are Erdrick from Dragon Quest, the Luminary from Dragon Quest, and he heard Slime once or twice. So it seems like Vergaben believes that the most likely Square Enix character is going to be a Dragon Quest character. Now, again, I'm not too sure how I feel about Vergaben at this point, but I do still think that he might have a tiny smidgen of credibility left. Again, I'm not really sure, but I think that at this point, it is pretty safe to say, especially since we have basically the Japanese version of Vergaben saying that we're going to be getting a Dragon Quest character, I'd say it's pretty safe that we are going to get Erdrick as a brand new character. Next up, I decided to take a look at Erdrick just because we've been talking about him a ton on the channel at this point, but I just wanted to learn a little bit more about him. So I decided to do some digging, and I found that Dragon Quest is huge in Japan. People love Dragon Quest over there. Personally, I have never played a Dragon Quest game, but I feel like if they did add a character from Dragon Quest into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, that would get a ton of people in the States talking about it. Similarly to what happened with Marth and Roy, where they were only going to have Marth and Roy in the Japanese version of Melee, but then they brought them over to the States and now people love Fire Emblem. I feel like that same thing could happen with Dragon Quest. Now, I think that Erdrick would be a super cool character in Smash. It looks like he has a ton of really unique moves he could use. He looks like Goku, which I think is super awesome, because for all of us that want Goku in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, this is about as close as we're going to get, so I'd be totally happy with it. But overall, I think that Erdrick would make a fantastic addition to the roster. So guys, overall, do I believe that this league is real? Honestly, at this point, I definitely do think this is real, and here's why. He predicted that we would be getting Grand Blue Fantasy Versus and Joker would be in Smash, and he also told us about the 2 new Persona games that were coming to the Switch. Like, this guy obviously knows what he's talking about, and he got way too much right to be wrong about this, but I guess who knows, maybe he just got extremely lucky and got all this stuff, but I really think that's really unlikely, so I guess for now we're just gonna have to wait and see. But anyways guys, let me know what you think about this leak in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that Erdrick is coming to Smash, and are you happy that he is? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.